What a wonderful day to be alive.
Hello and welcome, dear parent of the Aries child. How are you? This is the reading for October 2021. And again, this is for the parent of the Aries child. I hope you're all doing very, very well. And please remember that my readings are not gender specific. Therefore, you'll need to adjust gender as it best resonates for you and your household. Also, all age ranges are welcome here. So some of you are here for itty bitty ones, others of you are here for teenagers, and all ages in between. You are all welcome. So thank you so much. Also, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, all that good stuff. It greatly helps the algorithm and I greatly appreciate it. So let's see here what we are picking up here for the energy of the Aries child for the month of October. What is Aries child experiencing during the month of October, dear spirit? Okay, nice. Let's see if there's any other, oh, these are not. Let's see. I had a few fly out that I had to put back in. So dear spirit, what else do we need to know about what the child, Aries child, is experiencing during the month of October? Okay, oh, that one flew. Okay, so let's see. So we have several cards. This one came out first. Okay, I hope you can see that there. So we've got the Lovers, we've got the Emperor, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Please keep in mind that when we speak of the Lovers in a child reading, the energy is quite different. It's more about partnership, and it's more about, playmates, classmates, that kind of thing. In some respects, though, if you do have a teenager that's coming, into that age of dating their first love or what have you, then this would come up, but then I would let you know if that's the energy I'm sensing. Okay, so in terms of what your little Aries is experiencing here, there's a nice partnership, something, I feel like there's, if you see how there are pairs and everything here, we have the Lovers, which is a partnership. We have these two little monsters here next to the Emperor, and then we have these two working together. So right out of the gate here, I'm getting the sense that little Aries has come into either a new community of friends, maybe a new sibling, potentially a new neighbor, someone or some people that are making him or her feel quite good, because we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is the card of Aries. So when your own card shows up in the reading, it tells me that that energy is feeling like himself or herself. So you'll notice here in October that Aries is feeling quite good about himself or herself, and that's already a really great way to start off with here in October. Now, another thing to keep in mind here is if you do have a teenager or someone who's beginning to date, this can also be an indication of that, maybe a little flirting, that kind of thing. But I'm actually not getting that sense too heavily this month. Sometimes in some readings I do, but this is more about a child who has met another mate or made a new friend, or potentially met himself or herself in a new endeavor that's making him feel good about himself. And there's a sense of self-worth here, or self-value. The Seven of Pentacles is all about assessing that which, we reap what we sow kind of thing, right? And this is about really assessing our efforts in a situation, or the result of efforts in something. And this tells me that it has to do with a partnership or a friendship because of the way it's paired. But whatever this situation is, it's making your little one feel quite good about themselves. It's almost as if this new friend or new endeavor, because in some cases it might not be an actual person, it might be an endeavor, like for example, something new that they've tried on, a new hobby, a new athletic thing, or a new book that they've come across. Many times for introverted children, I find that books become friends for them, right? Also for adults, but especially when you're an itty bitty one or a younger child who's just learning to read or who already reads, and they're at an age where they're introverted, right? So sometimes if it's not an actual person, this can take the place of, or it can also speak of some endeavor, hobby, book, or even TV show that they've really become almost like a friend with, if you will, right? Because again, we're talking about all sorts of energies here, right? Extroverted and introverted. But I am strongly feeling another individual here. So whatever this is, it's making, I just heard very clearly that some of your Aries children have a mentor, or even like those big sister, big brother programs, or coaches, or someone instrumental, whether it's a friend or a mentor or a hobby, that's making them feel good or allowing them to discover something about themselves that they didn't know, right? Like here's this friend or person or hobby or situation propping him up, helping him see the result of his effort, right? And so there's this feeling, this energy of feeling good about what and whom he's surrounded by. This is really nice. I really love this. So this is a great opportunity to kind of look around, right, dear parent, and see, like, who is my child hanging out with? And have I noticed something different in his or her demeanor? Are they happier? Do they feel better? For those of you who are having the opposite situation, then this can be an indication where it's time to help your child find a friend or a mentor, potentially a coach, big sister, big brother, to help him or her feel more like himself, right? So, but it's pretty straightforward, this energy. Okay, so let's move on to a potential challenge that your little one may be facing here during the month of October. Let's see, any potential challenge to be on the lookout for, dear Spirit, for the Aries child. Okay, so we have that card. Okay. Interesting. So yes, so I'm getting a broader picture here now with the Hermit popping out, and I believe the Hermit, let's see if does that want to come out? Let's see if there's any other card that wants to, yep, okay. All right, and let me see anything else. Okay, so a potential challenge that little one may be facing here. We got the Hermit, and we've got the Ace of Wands. So there may be, again, we said this can play out one of two ways. It can be because they've already met somebody, they already have someone in their life or a situation that's making them feel really good about themselves, or potentially this is indication that this is what they need to feel more like themselves, right? So with that said, a challenge here is little Aries potentially wanting to be a bit of a hermit, right? And not know how to get started or how to actually move forward, because of the Ace of Wands here is about the beginnings of new energy, right? Like starting something new and being excited about it, being inspired to do something. But it fell in the conflict and challenge position. So this need for wanting to spend time alone or kind of be a bit of a loner, isolate, Aries do, I know that's a generality, but Aries in general are a bit of loners, because they do rule the first house of astrology, which is the house of the I am. It is the house of the self. So many times they're pretty independent, sometimes self-absorbed, not selfish, not because they're, have that kind of personality, but it is a bit of a personality trait in the most general sense, right? Of course, we're talking generalities. But here what this is saying is that may not be to the best benefit for your child here in October. In other words, this is a good heads up for you, dear parent, that if you see signs of little Aries maybe isolating a bit too much or having a difficult time getting started, because this is what the Ace of Wands is actually getting out there. It's trying something new, hanging out with a new friend, or trying that new hobby that we were talking about. This could be a challenge for them being able to access their true essence of who they are. So just being on the lookout for that, dear parent, here in October. In general, October is the opposite time frame of Aries. It's the time frame of Libra. So it is kind of in the fall of Aries, right? So Aries do tend to maybe slow down a little bit during this time frame, or really feel the shift of the fall a little bit more than other signs, because it is the exact opposite on the axis of the astrological wheel. So be on the lookout for that. If you do see hints of your little one isolating a bit much, just remember that he or she can truly benefit from not isolating this month and helping them, you know, get out of that funk or whatever it is. I don't feel it as a funk. I take that back. It feels more like they just kind of want to be on their own, but they'll benefit more from this energy here. Okay, so with that said, let's see what you can do, dear parent, to potentially alleviate this, remedy this, or what advice Spirit has for you, the parent, in terms of how to navigate this, if that does occur. Or any advice for the parent or the Aries child, dear Spirit. What advice do you have? Oh, okay, we've got some flyers. Okay, so we got the Fool, and then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So the King of Pentacles upright normally talks about routine, structure, firmness, things being consistent. But you got it in the reverse, paired with the Fool. So this to me very clearly says that the advice is to allow Aries some flow, some free flow this month of October. The reason for that may be, you may notice again, there's this shift that happens during the fall for Aries in general that you may notice, you know, they get kind of a bit of loners. So this may be saying to your parent, encourage, rather than your usual routine schedules, you know, that kind of thing, structure, homework. Not that that's not important. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this is the month to maybe let go of that a little bit. Maybe incorporate some fun for your little one. Allow them to literally go out to play without shoes, go out to play in the rain. Just be the Fool. And the Fool is about not being worried about chores or homework or friends. Like, just allowing them to play and be whatever they need to be. Being a little bit more lenient this month is the advice, dear parent, for you, for the Aries child. But in general, you got a very nice, easy, clean, clear reading. There's nothing crazy going on here in October other than just a little shift in the season for Aries, and then also needing to have a buddy here. Maybe they already do. If they start going into hermit mode, just pull them out of that, introduce some fun, allow them to have new friends, allow them to explore new things, new trails, new hobbies, new what have you. Okay, I hope that was helpful, dear parent, and enjoy your October, and I'll see you back here in November. Bye.